Hello and welcome to the Shaun of the South podcast. I'm Sean Dietrich, and for the next few minutes, I'd like to share a little something that I hope makes you laugh, or brings you hope, or just makes your day a little bit better. She was a foster kid. She grew up in a group home, a place where you basically lived in a bunk, and if you were lucky, you got to shower before the other kids drained the hot water tank. Christmas time was especially difficult, because everyone else had families. Meantime, you got various Dollar Tree toys and food served on paper plates. Well, our story takes place when she was 14 years old. She was tall and gangly, brunette hair, bad teeth. Her mom and dad were incarcerated, and neither family wanted her. As it happens, 14-year-old foster kids are not easily adopted. Potential parents would visit her home, and they'd meet the kids, and they never even asked her name. The men wanted sons, and women wanted babies to cuddle, someone to call them mommy. Well, a 14-year-old girl was like a geriatric dog at the shelter. It was one December, when she was taking an after-school class, that life changed. She was in Spanish club. She was pretty good at languages, but really, Spanish club was just a way to prevent herself from going back to the group home for a few hours each week. She was exiting the school, on her way to the car line, when she saw something by the dumpster. It was small and fuzzy. A little animal. Not a newborn, but a puppy nonetheless. The animal was eating from a discarded fast food container, one of those paper boxes that a Big Mac comes in. She approached the feral dog, which, let the record show, is not a good idea. You never approach a strange canine who is involved in eating unless you want to be dessert. But the animal was so little, so cute. She wasn't scared, and the dog didn't seem to know how to be aggressive yet. The puppy walked right up to her. It was a girl puppy, brown all over with white boots, and when it careened into her, it was like the final scene of a Lassie movie. Lots of licking, lots of tail gyration. The foster parents, against their better judgment, let the girl keep the animal, and it was a sweet friendship that blossomed and became lifelong. There were lots of walks, lots of obedience book reading, lots of mopping up puddles of urine the size of Lake Erie. The dog changed her life from top to bottom, and it was a life that needed changing. For today in the U.S., there are upwards of 350,000 children in the foster system. A few years ago, it was 400,000. Over 40% of those children will be homeless within 1 year of leaving foster care. Most of these stories don't have a Hollywood ending. Hers didn't either, per se. Still, when she left home, thankfully she wasn't homeless. She lived in a rental not far from the community college she attended. It was a rundown part of town, but it was enough room for her and the animal. Throughout her college years, she worked at fast food restaurants, retail stores, and on lawn maintenance crews. She ate a lot of ramen soup, and she kept studying Spanish. She cleaned up lots of pee. A few months ago, her 14-year-old dog passed away from complications during surgery. But for this Christmas season, a handmade cedar box of ashes sits on her mantel amidst holly and ivy, along with a framed picture of an animal that almost seems to be smiling. The 27-year-old courtroom Spanish translator and mother of two says that her life was saved by a dog named Sadie. And well, she just wanted you to know about it. Well, thanks for listening to Shaun of the South. I've been your host today, Sean Dietrich, and it has been a true privilege. To find out anything more about what I do, you can visit SeanDietrich.com, or for those who are not particularly good spellers, you can visit SeanOfTheSouth.com, and there you can find out all sorts of information that you didn't know you didn't need to know about me. And while you're there, I hope you take the time to drop me a line. Tell me what's important to you. Tell me what's going on in your life. I'd like to hear it. And in case anyone hadn't told you today already, I love you. Now go say that to somebody else. Have a great day.